The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
And this is what I'm boggled by, is that I think most people don't ask themselves these questions at all. They don't even think about it. And that is, I found, is my biggest thing about that I've been talking about on the podcast, where why do people want kids and why do people have kids? I don't get it. My real problem is, why don't people think about having kids a little bit more before they do it? And here's another thing before I get started. Rant commenced. Okay?
Woo!
I don't want to hear how hard it is. I don't want to hear how it was so much harder than you thought it would be. You know why? Because everything you hear is that it's harder than you thought it would be. Everyone says that. So imagine how hard you think it is, and then imagine it's harder than that. So does every time someone says that, it exponentially grows? No, it's harder than what I imagined it would be harder, being harder than that I grew. It's always going to be harder. You're allowed to complain. Please don't take this the wrong way, that if I think you have kids, you can't say anything because you chose that. That is not what I'm saying. I complain about my life I chose all the damn time. But don't be surprised when you're not sleeping. Don't be surprised when your nipples hurt. Don't be surprised by it. I don't understand this. I think there's something really funny about the fact that literally I've been hearing since I was able to hear words and process sentences from adults that having a baby and raising kids is way harder than you think it's going to be. Everyone's heard this their whole lives. So why are people entering into it thinking it's actually going to be easier than the thing that no one has ever said it's easier than you think? Literally 0 people. Maybe Nick Cantin. But other than that, no one gets off easier with childhood. So stop this. And that's the thing. But I want to reiterate, if you do have kids, rant over. You can complain about them all you want. In fact, my sister never complains about being a mom. And I go over and I'm like, will you just complain a little bit? Because this sucks. And I want to hear you let some of this out, because I know you signed, because she's always like, I signed up for this. And I'm going to go, I understand that, but this is really ridiculous and it still sucks, and you can still bitch about things you signed up for. But the surprise over it, or trying to get other people to feel sorry for you because you go, man, it's just way worse than I thought it would be. Not interesting. We've been hearing it since we were 4. Don't care. I knew at the age of 4 I didn't want kids because I heard people saying that shit about me that they were raising. Rant over.
Yeah, you
Okay.
don't like a non-interesting take or a non-unique take.
Yeah, I guess that's it. It's the most take ever because it's been said a million times. And I don't get people still saying it's harder than you think it would be. I guess people are probably listening to this going, well, she doesn't get that even what she imagines being hard, it's harder than that. And it's harder than so it probably is. I probably would be a hypocrite if I had kids and say, you know what? I take it back. It is harder than I imagined it would be once I even added hardness to what I thought it would be.
Well, come on. We can imagine a little bit more. I mean, just imagine that it's harder than that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whenever I'm on a treadmill and I'm doing a workout where I kind of want to die, and usually I'm only at that level for about 30 seconds and then I take it down. I don't like force myself to do that much anymore. But when I do, I always remember the SEAL team. Like people in the Navy SEALs say that whenever you're ready to die, your body is capable of 17 times more that. 17 times.
Damn.
So if you think
So
of
here's
that,
what I'm
You're
gonna
thinking
do.
about when you're working out. Oh my
yeah,
God.
because I want to go,
I'm
I
gonna
want to quit.
imagine.
And I go, you could do this for 17 more times and you think you're about to pass out right now. 17 more, bitch. And I don't do it, but I just go, I know I'm capable of more.